G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator on the Haut-Beyleron Start From Scratch series. As you can see, the money has gone up quite a bit. We did sell all of our products. Our trees have grown quite well. The grass is ready to harvest, and also it is July and we have harvesting of our crops to do. So let's jump into the combine here. The old trusty FAR. Would love to upgrade this thing when possible. So we've got the wheat here, which is ready for harvesting, and it's going to be used for when we purchase chickens. And we want to make sure that the straw swaft is on, so we can leave that. So we can grab a few straw bales here, which will just give us a few extra dollars when we come to selling those. Here we go, our first harvest of something with a cereal crop. Last time we harvested was corn and soybeans, I think. This time, unfortunately, we're not selling this for profit. We are going to be keeping all of the wheat that we produce here, and we'll be using that for chicken feed. And the chicken's eggs is where we'll make the money rather than selling the crop. But we should end up with a fair chunk of wheat here, and also a fairly good amount of chaff, which will bale up. And it's just extra cash really. We're not too fussed about how much we actually get from it. In terms of bales, the money for straw is not really that great. If we had cows, then I would make sure that we kept a few of them for when we need to feed the cows, but at this stage I don't think we need it, so we'll just bale it up and we'll sell it when the time is right. Get all these little tricky parts of the field done first with the harvester, and then we'll maybe put a time lapse on and do the bulk of it. It's not going to be a quick job, that's for sure. In terms of the rest of the series, there's a lot to do in Farming Simulator, and there's a lot to achieve. So this series will probably be going on for quite some time, because we're playing on hard difficulty and you don't get a lot of money compared to the other difficulties for what you do, as in selling products and all that. You don't really get massive money. It's about 1/3 of what you would get if you were playing on easy, which I'm not complaining about. I don't mind, because I like the struggle, and it's probably a lot more realistic to play on less difficulty as well. But we do want to get cows, we want to get chickens, we want to get more sheep probably. I'm not too sure if we want to get pigs at this stage yet, maybe later in the game. This corner is going to be a little bit tricky. Let's let the harvester empty out the chaff here, and we will try and do a turn without destroying the crop. But yet, plenty to do, deciding or trying to think what to do with the money that we have at the moment. I mean, now that we have, or will have, this field harvested today, we could probably get the chickens today as well. And then do we turn the field around straight away and just replant more wheat, so that we never run out of chicken feed? We don't want to have to be buying chicken food. So I think that's probably going to be the go. I'll get full here, and I've destroyed a little bit of crop there. So let's undo the auger, grab our tractor and trailer, and we'll go and empty that. There's going to be a fair bit of that happening because the capacity of our harvester is very small, but it's not a problem. We're right next to the silo, and the tractor and trailer is always going to be close by. So yeah, there's still a long way to go in the series, and that's not cool. Don't need to crash like that. Don't want to destroy the harvester. tractor could also do with an upgrade. We've done 70 hours on it now. I think we bought it at 50, somewhere around there. So I've done 20 hours in game in this tractor. Would be nice to have a second tractor just to reduce the amount of use that this thing is having. It's costing us a lot of money each year with servicing, so definitely want to be keeping my eyes out for a new tractor. But it's just difficult at this stage because we've been working hard to save the money to buy things, but there's always new things that you need to buy. Okay, why are we not spilling out straw? What's happening here? Straw trough is still turned on. Well, we'll just keep going, see what happens. Hopefully it's gonna keep producing. Well, there it is. Big dump of it there. So anyway, we'll carry on. We'll get this job done. Plenty here to do here. I might see you soon. we go, we're just coming to the end of the harvest now, just a little bit left to do. I think what we're going to do is shoot over to the other field or the other shed and we'll grab the windrower and the baler. If we use the windrower we can probably reduce the amount of times that we need to use the baler, so definitely worth doing in my opinion, because the baler isn't the fastest tool to use, it doesn't run super quick. There's a lot of swafting here, so I think we could reduce the amount of swafts and just reduce the amount of time we use the baler. So we'll shoot over there and hopefully we can get all of that on the same trip. I'm not sure if you can attach the baler to the windrower or the other way around, but we'll have to take a look at that and see what happens. Okay, well we couldn't carry the baler and the windrower at the same time unfortunately, but that's no drama. We'll just have to do another trip, but it will all be worth it. And it's definitely worth reducing the amount of swafts that we have here. It's going to make the baling a lot quicker. The baler doesn't run very fast, this tractor. The horsepower of our tractor isn't really the greatest, but it does the job, and we're not really in a big rush anyway. But there's still plenty of work to do here on this field today. Get this all swaffed up and baled, and then we'll have to come back and move the bales, and then we really need to decide what we're going to do with the rest of our money. We've got plenty of it. Not plenty. We're debating whether we buy another field or whether we start investing in chickens. I do really want to get the chickens, but I really do also want to get a new field, and I really also want to get a new tractor. So the options at the moment, we just don't have enough money to do it all, unfortunately. We have it. It's all swaffed up quite nicely, so we'll shoot back over to the other farm and we'll grab the baler and we'll come back over, get that done, and then we'll see how many bales we end up with. I reckon we're going to have about probably 10 or 11. I won't bother doing another time lapse for the baling though. It's going to be a slow job, and there's already been a couple of time lapses in here already by the time we do the harvesting and the windrowing. We'll get back over and we'll see where we're at. So we're just doing the last little scraps of straw that are left on the field here with the baler. We do have quite a few bales out there in the field, which is good for us. With a fair bit of money just sitting there. It's not as much as silage, not by any means, but you know, it's all extra. Pretty much going to be about the price of us going to do a contract, so it just saves us a bit of time if anything. Now we'll dump the baler off here, and I do want to move this bale over here because this is where I'm intending to place the chicken coop. So I've got the front loader or attachment on here already, so we can just dump this over here. Yep, so we've got 11,000 litres per bale. And I think the best price is roughly around $100 per 1,000. So that's not too bad. We should get a fair chunk of change out of that. Now, look in the sales here, we had a harvester, which I would love to purchase, but really we don't need it. We don't have that many fields to be harvesting. But chicken coop, 79,000. I mean, we have to buy it. It's going to pay itself off very quickly, a couple of years, and it's also going to be probably one of our main sources of income actually from here on out. It's going to give us the means to purchase all the new stuff that we need. And the good thing about this game is every year that goes by we're making more money than the last. So we'll give the feed that's already in the trailer first. Got a few thousand litres here. It's going to be more than enough to get it started. And that is all that I need to give the chickens. I don't need to be giving them water or anything else. So it's very easy maintenance and very easy money. They're always producing eggs. And we just sell eggs when the price is at its best, I think. We don't need to stick around and sell them every day. If we really need the extra few $1,000s at a time, then maybe we will sell, but so we don't need to, but we will buy one rooster just for realism, and we will buy a few chickens that are gonna reproduce as well. We'll get 60 of those for now, and I also want to get, yeah, we've got a lot of space in this coop actually, so we'll get 60 that can reproduce, and we'll get 60 young ones. So we've almost got a full coop, but we want to give those other chickens time to reproduce, and we can sell them when they get a little bit older, and we'll just keep that cycle going every time. Quick save there. So there we go, we've got the field. What needs to be limed just in the top half. So that'll be in the next episode. So we need to turn this field around so that we can replant it with wheat, because you can only replant wheat, I think it's in August, maybe September at a push. I have to double check. So we'll put the implements away. But the farm's starting to take shape now. Pretty happy with the way it's going. Plenty to do still, like I said. We don't really have any productions going at the moment, but we will eventually be getting those. And excuse me, in the next episode we'll turn this field around. Might just do a quick bit of painting here, just to get rid of that bit of crop there, and also give us somewhere to drive the tractors around when we want to put food into the silo for the chickens. But yeah, next episode I think we're going to be turning this field around. I'll get a load of silage done from the grass field, and we'll start chopping down some of these trees that we've planted. I think they must be ready to chop down and sell. There we go. We don't want to lose too much of our crop. Just enough to back a trailer into there. So there we go. We've got chickens. We've got bales. We've harvested all the food that these guys are going to need, certainly for the next year, I would say. Farm's looking good. It's all tidy. There's plenty of work to do for us in the next episode. It's going to be a big turnaround in here to cultivate and seed and spread lime all in the same day pretty much. So looking forward to that. But it's definitely taking shape here. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.